Good morning, everyone. Just finishing my green tea. Hope you're all well today. I'm a little early. I just like to give everyone a little bit of time to get into place. Just let me know if anyone's online. I think I see Joe there. Good morning. Morning, Joanna. It's a beautiful sunny day on the Gold Coast here. A little cool breeze blowing. Hello, Galen. Oh, between anchoring? Oh, precious. All right, well, I might see you. That'll be interesting. I'd like photos. Hi, Nessa. Oh, thank you, Galen. I love it too. Thank you for joining. Just make yourselves comfortable. Again, as if you didn't listen, if you weren't early yesterday, just if you have a blanket, any kind of blanket, roll it up. Like I've just got a normal bed blanket and I've just rolled it up underneath me just to sit for our opening breathing exercise, our pranayama. And if you have a yoga mat, often people don't realize this is not just something to keep your mat together, that you can actually use this as a strap for when you're doing like opening the shoulder exercises and so forth. And obviously with, Paschimottanasana and a few other poses, you can use that strap, so you can have that in front of you. I could maybe mention if you have a strap in front of you today, you can use that. And obviously I've got a pillow just off the bed, a cushion. So just make yourself comfortable. If you're lying like in a twisted pose or something and you feel like your legs are up in the air like this, you can always just put a pillow underneath it like this, just to help to rest, or fold it over a little bit so it's a little bit more comfortable. What else do we have? Anyone else online today that wants to say good morning? Oh, Pip, hi Pip. Nice to see you. I can't see you, but nice to see your name pop up there. Just while we're waiting, another 5 minutes, or maybe I might wait a little bit longer, but I have these gorgeous Bali blessing cards that I bought in Bali, and I usually bring them to all my classes. And I thought today that, anyone that's online now who wants to play along, do you want to say yes in the comments? Maybe the first person that says it, and I'll tell you what I plan to do. It's not scary. I'm just going to it's a good thing I can't see you, Pip, eh? All right, so yeah, if just see what time it is. Got another 4 minutes. Okay, Galen, you want to do it. Okay, so tell me, would you like me to pick a card from the front, the middle, or the end? Galen's actually anchoring. Tell me where you are too, Galen. Good morning, Zoe. Middle? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to pick a card from the middle. Can't see them. So it was delight. And in the book, there is a page about delight. So I just thought I'd read it. Delight is a strong feeling of happiness. It is great pleasure or satisfaction received from something that makes people very happy. Interpretation, we find delight in the beauty and happiness of children that makes the heart too big for the body. By Ralph Waldo Emerson. Beautiful. Galen's at Great Barrier Island in New Zealand. So we'll spread that strong feeling of happiness today during the practice. Thank you for playing along. Okay. So a couple more minutes. I'll give people to attend. Also, the practice today, again, focusing on boats. Now, I'm bringing this a little bit, I teach a regular vinyasa flow when I'm on land and so forth, but I really thought about this a lot, and with the Women Who Sail gathering that was coming up, I wanted to give everyone some tips and tricks for actually practicing on the boat. So yesterday we did a lot more lower to the ground supine practice, because sometimes the boat you are in a little bit of, you want to practice, and if it's a little bit rolly or if it's raining or so forth, you can do it inside. So that practice yesterday is a great practice to do anytime. But today I also wanted to give you some tips and tricks on when I practice and it is a little bit rolly. Obviously, I'm standing more with my feet apart, so you've got to change up the way that you're doing your normal sun salutations and so forth if you're feeling like you're a little bit rolly. And I also find that I actually stand, so this is the width of the boat. So when I'm turning and standing this way, whether you're on a monohull or a catamaran, sometimes obviously the catamaran is a little bit more stable. But if you're rolling, I find that it's better that I'm doing it this way. Or if you feel this way as well. But the most important thing is that you're actually spreading your legs wider than actually keeping them together. Because if you're rolling and you're doing this, so when I say that if I face this way, you're more doing this. So you can actually keep, I find personally, I can keep my balance a little bit more. So just, yeah, that's a little trick there. But yeah, keeping your legs wider. So I'm going to do that a little bit in our practice this morning. Hello, Maya. Thank you for joining. Okay, it's 8:16, so we're going to get started. So again, just sit comfortably any way you choose. Some people might like just to sit like this, having the blanket underneath you, hand resting the hands onto the thighs. Most of us sit cross-legged, but just be comfortable any way you choose. Ground down through the sit bones. Place the hands on the knees or at your heart center. Close down the eyes. And slowly start to become aware of your breath, your inhalations and exhalations. This is your life force moving throughout your body. Check in with your heartbeat. Is it fast or is it relaxed? Send the breath there. Check in with the shoulders. Are they tight or relaxed? Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. Feel the cool sensations as you do. And with an open mouth, send all breath out. Relax the breath. I wanted you to think of your belly this morning as a balloon. So let's inhale in. As you inhale, it inflates just like the balloon. And send all breath out long and deep for a count of 5. Exhaling out deeply, deeply and releasing, and the balloon deflates. So we're thinking of the belly as a balloon. As you inhale in, long and deep, feel the belly expanding for a count of 4 to 5. And for a count of 5 to 6, exhale all breath out and the belly softens, the balloon releases. Relax the breath. Inhale deeply, deeply for a count of 4 to 5. Exhaling the balloon, the belly, and send all breath out, releasing, letting go. Relax the breath. Bring the hands to the knees. Keep the eyes closed. And let's raise the shoulders up towards the ears, gently, gently. And send all breath out and relax the shoulders down until they fall into place comfortably. A little more, a little more, a little more. Raise the right hand and curl the 3 middle fingers down. I'm going to do a breathing exercise this morning called Nadi Shodhana. Let's place the thumb gently over the right side of the nose. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the left side. Close with the little finger on the left side of the nose and exhale breath out through the right. Inhale in through the right. Close with the thumb and exhale breath out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Seal with the little finger and breathe breath out through the right. Place the hands back down to the knees. And of course, I know we're not supposed to be touching our faces these days, but you will remember to wash your hands after practice. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. Raising the shoulders up. And breathe all breath out. Long and deep. Inhale deeply through the nose one more time. Stop when you feel an opening in the back of the throat. And send all breath out long and deep with your lips pursed, feeling those wind swirls in the back of your throat. We call this our Ujjayi breath, our Veda breath. Relax the breath. One more of these Ujjayis. Inhale deeply through the nose for a count of 4 to 5. Pursing the lips, breathing breath out long and deep fully. Bringing the hands to the heart center to set an intention for bringing you to your mat today. Breathe your intention in and exhale it out to the universe. Open the eyes, become aware of your surroundings. We're going to come to a standing position today. So what I want you to do, as I mentioned at the beginning of the practice, is to take your legs nice and wide and slightly bend the knees. Have the arms out and palms up. Inhale, raise up, lengthening through the legs, reaching towards the sky. Join the palms together and press down like a coffee press, pressing away, all the way down to the root chakra. Inhale, raise the arms up towards the sky, inhaling in as you raise up, placing the hands together and pressing down through the central channel, all the way down, releasing. Inhale, peace, love, and kindness into your body. One more of these. And press down and release out any worries, troubles, anxiety, stress. Move it away. Inhale in, placing the hands together in prayer, and then moving them all the way down until they reach the heart. Now we're going to turn on our back foot, on our right foot, and we're going to move into our warrior one pose. So the back foot is on a 45-degree angle, or if that's torquing the knee, I want you to step that right foot forward a little bit. Make sure that that left knee is in one line with the left foot. Inhale, raise the arms up towards the sky. And slightly tilt the pelvis up, or the pubic bone up. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. Breathe out deeply. Nice, strong legs. Both legs are working in opposition to each other. The right hip is moving forward, the left hip is moving back. You can always use your right hand on the hip to help you. If you're feeling any pain or uncomfortable in the foot, you can slightly bend the knee. Then slowly come back to center. Bend the knees, bring the hands down, raise them up, all the way up, breathing in some peace, love, and kindness into the body. And then spread the arms out nice and wide, press the chest forward, and release the head back, shining the heart towards the sky. Bringing the hands back to the heart center, and then place them onto the hips. We turn in the other side. So the left foot is sort of like in a sprinter's arch for the time being as we turn the body forward, moving into our warrior one, raising our arms up, and you can place that back foot on a 45-degree angle, or you can step it over a little bit, toes forward, raising the arms up. So the purposes of this pose is we're actually, you can use the left hand, is use the hand on the hip to move the left hip forward. Raising the arms up. We're always breathing. Remember to tilt the pubic bone slightly up so you're not pressing in any compression or pinching in that lower back. Keep breathing long and deep, just like we breathed in the beginning of the opening meditation. And then turn Raising the arms out towards the sides, knees are bent. Gathering the hands in. Inhaling in some peace, love and kindness as you move the arms up towards the sky. Cactus the arms open, press the chest forward, release the head back. Bring the hands back to the hips and we're turning off to the left and we're going into warrior two. So arms are out shoulder height, gaze is over left middle finger. Make sure that that back arm is not off to the left or the right, it's in one line and the back foot's on a 45-degree angle. Gaze over that left middle finger and breathe, release, nice long spine. We're strengthening and toning the legs. Let's turn the left palm over and slide the right hand down the back of the leg and sweep the left hand up and over top of the head. Look up and reach with that left arm, feeling that length in the left side waist area. One more breath, coming back to the front of the mat, hands onto the hips. And we're turning, we're spinning on both feet. The back foot's on a 45-degree angle, right knee, right ankle's in one line, arms are out shoulder height, gaze is over right middle finger. Look behind, make sure that back arm's not off to the left or the right. Keep breathing deeply. Making sure that your ankle and knee are in one line. When you gaze down, you should just see the big toe of the right foot. Keep the spine nice and long. Strong arms, strong warriors. Keep smiling. Breathing that breath into the core, turning the right palm over, the left hand slides down the back leg, we're reversing the warrior. Sweeping the right hand up and over top of the head. Looking up and reaching with that right hand, feel the length in the right side waist area. One more breath, coming back to center, placing the hands onto the hips. Releasing the hands down, just like the sumo, reaching the arms up. Releasing through the legs, straightening through the legs. Gathering both hands together on top of each other and pressing down, pressing away, releasing any worries, troubles, out. Raise the arms up towards the sky, reaching, reaching, embracing the light, embracing the sunshine. Bringing the hands together in prayer. And move them all the way back down to the heart. Beautiful. Now let's come back onto the mat to all fours. And we're going to do some cat-cow poses. Beautiful exercise for the spine, digestion. So we're spreading the hands nice and wide underneath the shoulders. So nice wide hands, we're cupping in, gripping into the mat. We've got a nice straight spine. So if you're dipping too much like this, lengthen, this is tabletop. So the knees are in a hip width distance apart and so are the feet. So we want to lower the belly, curl the tailbone, broaden through the chest and look up as we inhale in. This is the cow pose, and then we're going to exhale all breath out. We're going to round the spine, arch up. This is the cat pose. Just like the cat, you're arching up, arching up. Then lower the belly, inhale in, curl the tailbone, broaden through the chest and look up. And then round the spine, arching up, arching up, arching up. Lower the head, allow the neck to relax. One more of these, inhaling in, broadening through the chest, looking up. And round the spine, arching up, arching up, arching up, and lower the head. Relax the neck. And then just press it back into your child's pose. Toes touching, Knees as wide as the mat, if you like, hands out in front of you and lower the forehead. Again, some of us are going to be up high with this pose. We're not always going to be down with the buttocks down. Some of us at beginner's level, that's perfectly fine. You might find that you're just up high like this, but some of us can go a little bit deeper, and some of us are resting ultimately with the buttocks onto the heels, reaching those hands out in front of us and lowering the forehead. One more breath, and just come up slowly, and I want you to take your right hand and just reach it to the outside of the left of the mat, and I want you to cross the left hand over top. So we've got elbows crossed together. So we're just opening up the shoulders here a little bit. So just slowly drag the fingertips back a little bit and feel that opening. You should feel it in the right shoulder. If there's any pain at all, please stop and just relax. Keep breathing. Send the breath to where you're feeling the opening. And then release. Bring the hands out in front of us, and this time we're crossing the other way. Left hand goes to the right of the mat, underneath. And we're pressing with the fingertips back. Feeling an opening in the left shoulder. Just relax and breathe. Keep smiling. Then release the hands and place them behind you, tops of the hands onto the mat, and release the head towards the mat. If you're feeling any tension in the body anywhere, remember when you take those long, deep inhalations in, send it to there. And exhale all breath out. One more breath, and let's come up to our forearms today. I'll turn to the side so you can see me a little bit more. We're just going to do forearm plank today. So a little bit of core exercise. So we're just having our forearms onto the mat. They're shoulder width distance apart. We're trying not to big scoop down like this. You want to press back with the feet. Press back with the heels. I'm only going to keep you here for a few breaths. No swearing at me. Keep breathing long and deep. Try not to collapse into the lower back. And then release all the way to the mat. And press the hands, stack the forearms on top of each other for crocodile pose. Arms are out as wider than the mat. And lower the forehead. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose for a count of 4 to 5. Feel the belly expanding underneath you, and then breathe all breath out long and deep. Releasing the belly, releasing the lower back. We're going to come up again into our forearm plank. Press back with the heels. Gather the elbows in nice and strong. Just relax the neck. If you're ever feeling any discomfort in the pose, please come out of it. Nice strong core we're working on here. Lower the belly to the mat. Stack the left forearm, right forearm on top of each other. Legs are wider than the mat, and relax the forehead. Breathe breath out long and deep. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. Feel the belly expanding underneath you. And then breathe all breath out. Relaxing, releasing the belly, releasing the lower back. And we're going to go into another one of the forearm planks. But if you're not feeling that today, honor your body and just stay in crocodile pose. So come up. So raise the belly up. Press back with the heels. And breathe, relax, long and deep. One more breath. And release the belly to the earth, stack the forearms, spread the legs wider than the mat, and rest back into your crocodile pose. Breathe all breath out. Then take that long, deep inhalation in for a count of 4 to 5 or 5 to 6. And deeply, deeply pursing the lips, using that ujjayi breath, and breathe all breath out. One more breath, and then press the hands to either side of the chest and come to a seated position back onto your mat. And we're going to do Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So again, as I mentioned earlier today, if you had a strap wrapped around your yoga mat today, and if you would like to use the strap, you can. If you haven't got a strap, that's perfectly fine. You can just use your hands onto the shins or your feet. Let's start with our knees up slightly, and we're moving the pelvis forward, and we're pressing the sit bones back. So again, we're moving this way rather than this way. And then press with the fingertips behind you, or if you're using the strap, grip onto the strap. And move slowly over the legs. You can release the hands from the back if you want to and hold on to the feet or the ankles. Keep breathing those inhalations in all the way along those calf muscles, hamstrings, whole spine. Relax and breathe. Or opening up the whole back body in this pose. One more breath, and then come up slowly. Let's go into Janu Shirshasana pose. We're going to take the left leg out straight, and we're going to place the right foot on the inside of the left leg. If for any reason your leg is up really high like this, just use your blanket or your cushion, and you can relax that right knee onto it. Left fingertips behind you, and then reach with the right hand to the outside of the left ankle or foot. And left rib cage, left leg all in one line as you fold over the leg. Keep those breaths nice and smooth. In for a count of 3 to 4. Breathe all breath out for a count of 5 to 6. Feel relaxed in the pose. The more you relax and the more you breathe, the deeper you go. But remember, yoga is more about touching your heart than touching your toes. One more breath and come up slowly. Placing the left hand to the inside or left arm to the inside of the left leg. We're doing Pavrita Janu Shirshasana. Now we're going to side tilt the pelvis, so the left side of the pelvis, we're side tilting it over the left leg. And use the right hand on the right hip to open up a little bit, and then sweep the right hand up and over top of the head towards the left toes. So some of us are going to be up really high like this. That's perfectly fine. So feel that length in the right side waist. Some will be a little bit deeper. Some will be holding on to the foot and opening up as well. So we're all different. Go at the level that you're at, but honor your body. One more breath. Then release out of the pose. Placing the right foot out in front of you this time, going the other side, because yogis goes both ways, right? Left foot's on the inside of the right leg. Right fingertips behind us, left hand's on the outside of the shin or foot, and we're exhaling over the leg, right rib cage, right leg in one line. This is also called head to knee pose. Don't try and strain to touch. Again, if you're feeling uncomfortable, remember with that left knee, if it's up high, you can put a blanket or pillow underneath it. If you do have the opening, you can reach the head all the way to the knee, do so, but don't put any strain on the body, forcing it. Keep breathing, relaxing into the pose. One more breath, and coming up slowly, leaving the legs where they are, placing the right forearm on the inside of the right leg. Now we're turning from the belly, broadening through the chest here, and we're side tilting that right pelvis over the leg. We're sweeping the left hand up and over the head. We're really reaching with those fingertips towards those right toes. So ultimately we're going to fold all the way over the leg and hold on to both feet. Hold on with both hands to the feet. But never rush that. Feel that beautiful opening in the left side waist as we side tilt the pelvis over that right leg. Breathe in to where you're feeling the opening. Send the breath there. One more breath. Coming up slowly. And let's join both feet together for Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Rock around a little bit. Flap the wings of the butterfly. Release the legs. Again, you can have a pillow or a blanket underneath, or blocks if you have them, underneath the knees to help you feel more comfortable in the pose if you're feeling that your legs are up too high. But if you're comfortable with the legs up high, that's fine. Press the elbows to the insides of the legs. Hold on to the feet. And take a long, deep inhalation in as you lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Again, we're not rounding in like this. We're pressing that pelvis back. We're pressing the sit bones back. We're tilting the pelvis. Like if you can imagine it's doing this. It's not doing this. Breathe, relax. Release, let go in the inner legs. Try to relax. Try not to feel any tension in the body at all. One more breath and come up slowly. And let's sit comfortably any way you choose. And I want you to raise your right arm up towards the sky and bend at the elbow. I want you to take your left hand on my right elbow and slowly walk those right fingertips down the back. Reach around with the left hand if you like. You don't have to. You can use your shirt or a block and try and reach for the fingers. We're opening up the shoulders. Again, you can use the strap as I mentioned earlier. The key thing is not to force the neck down. Don't try and reach for the fingers and then you're putting stress onto the neck. We're sitting nice and tall, we're relaxing and breathing and we're smiling. One more breath. Release the hands and raise the left arm up towards the sky, bend at the elbow. Place the right hand on the left elbow and slowly, slowly walk those fingertips down the back. Now just stay right here. You don't have to go any deeper. If you're feeling a nice opening in your left shoulder there, go for it. Or if you want to reach around and try and grab onto the hands and clasp the hands together, you can do that. There's no pressure at all. Better to be comfortable in the pose, feeling the opening, than trying to reach for the final stage. It'll happen in time. One more breath and then release out of the pose. And let's slide back down onto our bellies. We're coming into some of the final stages today. And we're going to go into our locust pose again. Reaching our feet up behind us, raising our arms out like we're flying. And remember, if you're feeling uncomfortable in your lower back at all, please come down a little bit. You don't have to come up really high. Maybe you've just got your feet up off the earth. perfectly fine. We're all just going to open at different stages. Some of us might be up higher and flying deeper. And then come back down to the earth and stack your forearms. Put your head onto the forearms and we're releasing back into crocodile pose. Allow the belly to relax into the mat. Take your long, deep inhalation in through your nose. And send all breath out long and deep for a count of 5 to 6. Releasing, feel that lower back relax. And if you're feeling today that, oh, I'm feeling my back today, I might rest, I might stay here. So do so. But we're going to go back up into another locust. Arms are out, feet are up. You're breathing and smiling and relaxing. Enjoying the pose. One more breath, and then stack both forearms again. Rest back down into your crocodile pose. Again, inhale in deeply through the nose while you're resting there. Send all breath out long and deep. Feel the lower back let go. Release the pubic bone into the mat, relax and breathe. One more breath. And let's come back up into a seated position for our Adho Matsyendrasana. Half spinal twist. You leaving the left leg out in front of you, placing the right foot and placing it on the outside of the left knee. Press the right fingertips behind you. Remember to spread the toes of the straight leg. Move the torso forward. Wrap the left arm around the right knee. Turning from the belly, broadening through the chest, looking over the right shoulder. So it's just a soft gaze. The eyes are just looking over the right shoulder. We're not forcing the neck. And we're pressing down with that right hip and we're slightly moving it back. Keep breathing, relaxing into the pose. If you'd like to place the left elbow on the outside of the right knee, you can do that as well. One more breath and release out of the pose. Changing legs, right leg is out in front of you. Left foot's on the outside of the right knee. Left fingertips behind you. Move the torso forward. Wrap the right arm around the left knee. And turn from the belly, broaden through the chest. Look over the left shoulder. Or, again, you can place the right elbow on the outside of the knee. We're all going to look different in these poses. Remembering to spread the toes of the straight leg. Breathe into the pose. Pressing that left sit bone down and back to feel the opening in the outer right hip as well. One more breath. Let's release out of the pose and let's lie down onto our backs for our supine pigeon pose. Lying down, we're taking our right ankle and placing it just below the left knee. Reach through the gap you created in the legs and hold on to the back of the leg or the shin. Use the right elbow onto the right leg to press it open and spread the toes of both feet. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Breathe into the pose. Really move that left knee forward a little. You'll start to feel more opening in the outer right hip area. So stop when you feel that you're challenging yourself, but being kind to your body. Remembering to press the tailbone down into the mat as well. Don't have the buttocks up high. And say these words to yourself. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be well. One more breath, releasing and changing sides. The left ankle's just below the right knee. Reach through the gap you created in the leg and clasp onto the back of the leg or onto the shin. If you feel you're not feeling anything in that pose and you are a little bit more advanced, you can reach the body forward. You can wrap the whole arms around the leg as well, remembering to spread the toes. But again, we're all different. We're beginners to advanced in this class, so choose which way you hold your hands, that you get the most benefit out of the pose. Remembering you're always breathing, sending the breath to where you need it, pressing the tailbone back down towards the earth. And release out of the pose, raising the feet up towards the sky. And we're holding on to the backs of the legs. Or again, if you have the strap, if you had a strap, you could place the strap around the feet and hold on to the strap. Feeling that length in the calf muscles, hamstrings. Breathe, relax. Or if we're just holding on to the backs of the legs, that's fine. And then we're going to go into a wide leg supine pose as well. So again, you can hold on to the backs of the legs. Some of us can hold on to the feet, or you can also use the strap as well. Feeling that length in the inner legs, pressing the tailbone towards the earth, nice long spine, relax the shoulders. One more breath, releasing the hands or the strap, placing the knees into the chest. And let's just roll around clockwise, anti-clockwise, giving the lumbar area a nice little massage. We're going to reach the legs up towards the sky for happy baby pose. We all love this pose. This makes me smile, this pose. Holding onto the sides of the feet, pressing with the fingers into the feet, tracking those knees towards the armpits. Releasing the whole spine along the mats. Let's rock from side to side. We don't have to stay still. One more breath. And then release the knees into the chest and allow them to fall over towards the left. Place the left hand onto the knees and raise the arm out, off to the right and up a little bit. And your gaze is off to the right. If you're feeling you're trying to hold those knees up for any reason, you can place a pillow underneath the knees as well, or a blanket. It's a nice, gentle supine twist. Keep the breath long and deep. One more breath, coming into the final poses today. Rolling over with the legs to the right and the left arm is out and up a little bit, and your gaze is over your left shoulder. Again, remember you can put a blanket or a pillow under the bent knees. Really feel those organs squeezing together. And the left side waist there as you're twisting. We're helping our digestion. We're actually restricting the blood flow a little. And as we release out of the pose, we're releasing that fresh oxygenated blood throughout the body. Roll around a little bit again, clockwise and anti-clockwise, giving your lumbar a nice little massage. And then come and lie down onto your mat for the final pose today, Shavasana, corpse pose. Allowing the feet to flop open towards the sides, the arms are out, the palms are up. Close down the eyes and just allow the breath to return to normal. Feel the toes are heavy, the feet relaxed, the ankles, the lower legs, release them. The knees, the upper legs, relax them into the earth. Release the hips into the mat. The pelvis is relaxed. Lower back, belly, chest, upper back, shoulders. Release, let go. The fingers, the hands, the arms, the elbows. Release them into the earth. The neck, the facial muscles are relaxed. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth and relax the jaw. Stay where you are. I'm just going to sit up and talk you through the pose. Feel the forehead relaxed. Engage the thoughts, but sweep them to one side. Allow them to float by like clouds in the sky. This is your time to enjoy everything you just achieved in the practice today. Feel as if some hands are reaching up from the earth and gently holding the hips and pressing you down deeper onto your mat. Release, let go a little more, relax the shoulders a little more. I'm still here, I'm just allowing you to sink deeper. Keep breathing, sinking deeper, relaxing. We cannot change the past, but we can change our attitude toward it. Uproot guilt and plant forgiveness. Tear out arrogance and seed humility. Exchange love for hate, thereby making the present comfortable and the future promising. Remembering life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be explained. Slowly move to the right side of your body, curling the knees towards the chest into the fetal position. This is always a beautiful time to acknowledge your mother resting in this pose as she carried you in her womb. Sending her some beautiful light, whether she is here with you on earth or moved on. Then slowly coming to a seated position where we began the practice today. And sit on a pillow or a cushion or directly onto the mat. Keep the eyes closed. Place the thumb and the forefinger together. Allow the 3 other fingers to open wide. Into our mudra. Inhale love and exhale gratitude. Remembering always what lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales to comparison to what lies inside you. Raising the hands to the third eye between the brow and resting to the heart center. Namaste, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Remember to spread this feeling around again today. Thank you for joining me and allowing me to guide you through your practice. Just before we go today, the yoga top that I'm wearing, I had mentioned, I don't know if not all of you may know, but I have just started a new clothing line, but I just wanted to let you know that this top is actually going to be a prize for someone that has actually attended all the practice of the 8:15 practice, live practice with me for the 21 days. So that'll be drawn at the end of the 21-day challenge. So someone will get to keep this. All right, well, you have a magic day. I better make sure to see if you guys have said anything. Please make sure that you let me know that you have attended, as you have actually practiced with me today. A lot of you lovely people said good morning when you came online today. So yeah, please let me know and put any comments in there that you have actually practiced with me, because it's sort of all in the dark here unless I'm actually seeing some comments. So have a beautiful day. You're welcome, Maya.